the worst.
Last time was hilarious.
It's not a disgust this time. What if we do this?
Ooh. Actually, looks pretty good. John, you should roll your seat back a little bit, right?
Yeah, he needs to join.
Yeah.
Oh. Ew. All right, how's that look? Do I
Look
go
back.
backward?
Look
More?
back at it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
There you go. John, you look good. Won't you back that thing up?
I think we should reach out to the love doctor for an intro song. You're just ready to know.
Oh, yeah. So roll it.
My baby got you stroking the motion.
It's not what you got.
It's how you
Use it.
Oh, it's hilarious. Corey's song.
You know what we should do? Do an incognito browser and pull up YouTube. That way we can see our live stream.
Oh, good call. That's
John's incognito.
Incognito.
History delete.
What do y'all think about changing that light to like a white light?
Yeah, like a clear LED.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I might
okay.
go to Home Depot and get some. Yeah. That way y'all can see my dark ass.
No.
No, you don't want to see my dark ass.
Yeah.
Good to be boys are back in town. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. The boys are back in town. Dun, dun-dun-dun.
Slow down, dude.
Oh shoot, we're live, huh?
Live at 5.
Hi, Mom.
Not now.
Yes, now.
Couch is pretty comfortable, huh?
Yeah, it's not bad at
Yeah.
all.
Nice little therapy session.
Hey. Mosquito.
Mosquito.
This is what we
Oh.
do. This is what we do.
Yeah, we definitely gotta figure out the setup here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This will be good for now,
This
but
will suffice.
yeah,
We get the cable. We take that cable out. That'll give us more room to play.
yeah,
This way you're gonna find out hold the computer.
So much more room for activity.
so much.
It's not gay to freeway.
Two dudes.
Plus one. 6 balls.
It's not picking up on mine.
Yeah, it's not.
This one? This one?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
good call.
It's red.
It's red. Make it green, okay? Oh, nice little rest.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, we try Audacity. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Oh, that's not good.
No.
We go bring the candle in here.
Ooh. Candle in the wind.
You live your life.
Hello, 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 hello. Why don't you do this? Weemba wappa, weemba wappa, zooey. YouTube, you're getting a show.
What is it, John?
A wimba what? A wimba. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, now we are good. Big bars, big healthy bars. Like the pediatrician used to tell me, you're a healthy boy. I was actually 100 pounds overweight. No lie. No, you already said that. What? He has a beer?
It's a World Cup edition.
Kyle Walker. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Mason Mount. Let's see if we can name all of them. All right.
Ooh.
Going good so far. Mason Mount. Dean Henderson.
That's a trick. That's a trick because it's a double.
Is there another Henderson? in here?
He's also that Henderson is a midfielder for Liverpool as well.
Trick question over here.
Trick question.
Move down to the back. What's that? Foden's Lager, World Cup.
Oh,
edition.
shit.
I'm trying to name all the players. So far, not
Doing well?
Harry Kane.
What?
Obviously good. Calvin.
Yes.
Gordon.
It's sick.
Fuck.
Where'd you get this?
Declan?
From
I don't know. That's the coach, but I don't know his first name. You know his first name?
Yeah.
that's a double.
So it's not Dean.
It is Dean, but there's another Henderson. You know the head.
Oh, yeah.
Dan.
Starts with a J.
Jordan.
There we go.
Yeah, these are sick. Are they like technically toasters?
Yeah. They were World Cup edition.
Damn.
Yeah, so you got a captain's lager.
Yeah. I'll say that's different.
Yeah, it has different things. So like Yorkshire from Leeds. Number one lager. Special quality.
Jerry Rice played for it.
Lights out. Catch more hands with his feet than his balls. Damn it. That's
Top
that whole
quality.
word.
One of the greatest beers.
I just couldn't find a Dickens cider. Or a Collins
Grillage
cider.
lager delivers every No Rashford on?
Unfortunately, no Rashi.
No, actually.
Racist.
This
I like that one.
yeah, this one. Yeah.
It's like Foster's all can.
Yeah.
Oh, thick Australian lager. It's cousins with the Dixon cider. Dickens cider.
Dickens
Oh.
cider.
Cummins cider.
Cummins cider. Welcome to YouTube. All right.
You all right? Start the day with a good Dickens cider.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, open up with that. All right, it's been a while.
It's been a while. What episode is this? 28?
29.
Damn. Dirty 30 almost, huh?
Just like that, past my age.
Let's not talk about age, please.
3,
Sure. You telling me.
2.
And then she just stuck it in me.
Happy birthday!
We're live.
We are live.
What did she do to you for your
That's-
birthday?
Let's not worry about it. We'll
Okay.
talk about it offline. And we're back.
Shit, I'm gonna burn my cord.
Episode 29.
Of the
B.
And J.
Oh, he's back. By popular demand. And U.S. Customs.
There we go. They didn't give me any trouble this time.
There we go.
Did you have to declare?
Didn't declare a thing.
Oh yeah.
I declare bankruptcy. It's still one of my favorite scenes from The Office. Michael, you can't just declare it. You know what to do, man. File for bankruptcy. You just got to go declare it. Steps out to the office and just, I declare bankruptcy. Oh, one of the best episodes.
man.
That was good.
Well, Rooney, you're back.
That's I am.
We've missed you.
Customs actually welcomed me home this time. I'd never had a welcome home. I was like, wow. Okay, I suppose this is home.
Oh, all
It
of a
is.
sudden.
It's home.
You've lived here for 13 years, close to it.
Yeah, going on 13 years.
You have both an American and an English passport.
English passport. I have a
As an attorney, I cannot. allow you to answer that question.
You're next. Who's your turn?
As my attorney.
You have what?
As my legal guardian. Have a permanent residence.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'll get U.S. citizenship.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It's better because then you can't vote now, right?
Exactly.
You don't need all that
Air high
drama.
five.
You don't need that crap.
Think about revoking my. Okay. Oh. If you had to choose a country to have citizenship from, what would it be? Any country in the world.
Ooh.
Just like that. No hard work to get it. Like, hey, I want one for Bangladesh. Boom, there it is. It's not Bangladesh for me, as an example.
Like, all right, yeah.
I definitely hear they have a lot of tigers. Lions. I don't know about lions. I think there's tigers.
That's a good question. I'm going with Switzerland.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, I'm going Switzerland.
Maybe like Norway.
Yeah,
I mean-
yeah.
Oh.
Somewhere there's a bunch of there's a bunch of freedom.
White whales.
White whales.
Yeah, white whales. Yeah,
Just so there's no more
and bank accounts.
grenades.
Yeah.
Oh, Banks. Yeah. Almost as good as their chocolate. Actually, Swiss Bank's better than their chocolate for me.
What you know about chocolate, bro? You call it. Okay, I don't know if I've had. Like, what are Swiss chocolates?
I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's made in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It's Hershey.
It's all made in China. Everything shipped out to those countries, and then they ship it to us.
Yeah, where the fuck are the cacao grown cacao things? Probably all in South America.
Yeah, Colombia or something.
You telling me they got cacao plants in Switzerland where it's cold?
I love the way you say it. Say it again.
Cacao. Like a Jackie Chan movie, the fake voiceover.
I see it in like one of those magazines.
Oh, cousins with the kapow banana. Oh, it's good to be back. High five. Oh.
Boom.
As you guys can see on YouTube, Spotify, listeners, go to our Instagram, which is pb.j_podcast. Click on our link tree and go to our YouTube, which is PB&J, and watch this podcast as we have a new setup.
You set up. Who this?
Who is this?
A beautiful black love seat.
It is.
Yeah.
What is the MSRP? You guys watch Price is Right back in the
Oh
day?
yeah. Every time I had a sick day from school, 11 a.m. I'm at a date with Bob Barker.
Oh,
Wait, did you say back in the day or back yesterday?
no.
No. New Year, same jokes, baby. Yeah.
Same age. A little bit of Price is Right died for me when Drew Carey took it over.
Ooh.
Bob Barker was just iconic. Actual retail price. Now, that's Drew Carey. You know?
Yeah.
What do we
it's
have
weird.
behind door number 2, Dana?
What was it? Happy Gilmore. The price is wrong, bitch.
Wait, he was on the show?
Oh yeah, Bob Barker. He beats the shit out of Adam Sandler. The price is never wrong, bitch. Shout out Chubbs.
Oh, Jobs.
I think the actor actually died not too long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Trying to think of what else he plays in. Maybe you ever watched? Probably not. Was it Beverly Hills Cop he was in too?
Oh, I think so. Wait.
No.
We'll bring it up. We'll bring it up later.
Yeah.
Hell of an actor, though.
Mhm.
Ah.
Well, as we touched back across the pond, how's it feel? Or how was it? Let's dive.
It was fun, even though I got sick for like a week.
Oof.
But I kind of mustered through, the sickness and the cold sweats and whatever's going around. I don't know what it is, but it took me out. But other than that, made the most of it.
Yeah.
Went to some castles,
Mhm.
went to Wales, went to a few cities, went to a couple of United games. Good Lord. There's nothing like going back to that state. Nothing like it. As soon as I touched down, and the guy that I got tickets from, he asked me if I wanted tickets. I was like, tonight, yes, let's go. So maybe 8-10 hours after I'd landed. I was in the States.
Let's go.
Got off the plane.
Got off the plane, got the car, went to my mum's, got some breakfast, some brekkie. Ooh.
Wait. You rented a car?
Oh no,
Driver?
yeah,
I was
What
curious.
kind of car did you drive?
it was a blue car.
Oh, what kind of blue car? What was the logo on it?
It was
Go ahead. Viewers know.
it was a right-hand drive,
Oh, okay.
4 wheels.
Did you have to like, you know?
What's it rhyme with?
Did you have to look above the steering wheel because of the hood ornament was in your way?
There was no hood ornament.
Oh, okay.
What about grill ornament?
It's a little
Yeah.
bit of a grill ornament,
Yeah.
I suppose.
What's it rhyme with?
Caserati.
Fly W.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was a nice ride.
It was weird going back onto the other side of the road, though. That first drive home, I was like, I went into a roundabout. I went into a roundabout, and I almost went the wrong way.
Oh,
And I caught myself, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, not today, Satan."
not today, Satan.
Oh, I didn't even think about roundabouts.
Yeah,
So you're going into it opposite.
opposite. And you
Oh,
have to,
yeah, I'd get wrecked 100%.
and you have to be in the right lane because usually you're going in the dual lane. So if you need to go left or straight, you have to be in the left lane.
Mm.
If you're going to go straight or right, you need to be in the right lane. I didn't always get ready.
You bring your American roots over there.
Exactly, yeah. Merge. That's what we call it, merge. But no, it was good. It was a good time. Cold, but winter in England is cold. It went dark at like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Really?
it was like 2:59. We were like, oh, beautiful sunny day. 3:00. Good night. Yeah. So you have to get everything done between like 6 and 2:59.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
So the sun rises at 6.
sunrise is pretty early.
Okay.
But yeah, when people talk about the depressing times of the winters and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that's kind of how it is. It gets dark
It gets
quick and early, but it was good. I would like to say about going back because that was the first time back in 4 years, to appreciate what you have like right now in front of us. Like we have each other, we have phones, we have heating and air. To appreciate these things, I feel like you have to let go of them or be away from them for a while. Same thing as going back home, seeing the family, friends, and where I come from. I appreciate it more being away from it, and then when I go back, I'm like, wow, it was a good way to be brought up, but I appreciate here now what I have. But I realized what I don't have here is back home, but what I don't have back home is here. So
Damn.
it's a catch-22.
That's good.
Which one? But both ways, you just have to appreciate, what you have here or what you have there, and appreciate the prices here in the United States. Anyone says, "Oh, I want to go and live in Europe," or something like that, go and take a 2-week trip to Europe. Take your savings as well because you're going to need them. A fill up of the car takes the premium unleaded, whatever it is, £150 to fill that car up. £150.
So that's what? That's like $200.
Almost $200.
Let's say that's probably, is it in liters? Or?
Liters. So it was, how much was it a liter? I forget exactly how much it was.
It's sports 2-door.
Yes.
So you're looking at probably a 20-gallon tank. What is that in liters? 25 gallon tank, probably.
Is it almost 4 liters in a gallon? I think it is. Something like that. But yeah, the first time I put petrol in it, because I didn't even think about it. I was like, okay, find the petrol cap, there it is. But I forgot as well, because back home, you don't really pay before you put the petrol in. You put the petrol in, and then you go and pay boss man at the petrol station. So first off, I was like, oh shit, I need to put it in first. And then I just, I was standing there filling it up, and I turned around and I was like, 2 seconds later, it's like £75. I'm like, jeez. Okay, welcome home. So yeah, that was not part of the plan, I suppose, but that's why you have 1 liter, 1.2 liter cars back home, and a lot of diesel cars, because miles to the gallon really matters when a full tank is £150, $200. Yeah, so
That's wild.
be thankful what we have here.
That's wild.
Like even California is not paying as much as.
Yeah, no.
But no, good to be back. Thank you, boys, as well, for taking care of my fur child.
Your adolescent.
Ball Beach.
What do they call those things? What are dogs? The scientific name for dogs?
Canine?
I don't know. I lost it. Moving on.
But yeah, thank you for having me back.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate what we have here.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point that you brought up, because every time I go back to Malaysia, I have the same perspective. I'm like, damn, I appreciate a lot of what I am missing when I'm there, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Even over there, I don't drive, right? So the fact that I have to rely on public transportation, like day in and day out, I appreciate that I have a car here. And every time I come back, I'm ready to drive. Yeah, it's like when you go on an extended vacation, you kind of miss the small things that you don't really think about, that you do almost on a daily basis.
It's like your own freedom.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get to drive. Like, I see this guy driving on the road in Malaysia, like my cab driver, whatever it is. I'm like, damn, I wish I was driving right now. Come here, and like Atlanta traffic, and I'm like,
What can I have?
Take it back. But like the first time when I land and I get to my car in the parking deck, like, let's go! I get to control my destiny. Yeah. So it's a good point. I do miss a lot of things when I go back there, and vice versa.
I was asked as well tonight when I was at the gym, a lady I've known for a while. She asked about the trip, and she was saying, would you move back or retire? And I'd always said no. But this trip, it almost, not grounded, but kind of like, brought me back to
Roots.
I think, yeah, roots. And there was a lot of like very pretty like places. Like I'd never looked at houses or like looked at being like, oh, the North Wales is really beautiful to go and live. And I was like, no, I just need to. I'm always at my mum's, and I'm not looking for houses. But like this time I went back, I was like, if I had a little bit of money, and was comfortable with that lifestyle, I think I could move back. It'd be down the road, and
you would have to have a lot of money, because it's very, very expensive to migrate my entire family as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
how big's your luggage?
Yeah. Don't you dare go without me. I'll tell you that right now.
But I am looking forward to when we can all take a trip. It's going to be a great time, because what I appreciated this time, it's almost like a new experience. even though I'm from there. Just
Oh,
going
that's
back.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
And being like a freedom as well
Yeah.
when I'm over there, and I could do whatever I want.
that. Did you do anything new that you had never done before?
So for Christmas, our Christmas present, my mum got us a one-night stay in a castle.
Oh, I'm so glad I know it's stay.
Yeah, one-night stay in a castle.
That's good. So you went to a castle.
Stayed in-
Jeez, how was that experience?
That was cool.
Really?
I think I heard some things in the night, but you
Oh.
know, can't confirm or deny what that was.
The dresser might have been up against the door. It's okay.
It's fine.
Lights were on. Yeah. Kept the lights on.
But no, that was cool. And then I think just the not going to do the tourist things, but just going, messing around the little
Yeah.
cities here and there. It was just, it was just fun to be back there. Going to a place called Llandudno in Wales. Exactly.
What is it again?
Llandudno. It's like two L's. They have two L's in their language, and it's like Llandudno. So that was a beautiful area. But just going places I wouldn't necessarily normally go. It was just nice to be back there. But yeah, so that was Christmas, New Year's. Stayed in, just chilled.
Yeah.
With the fam.
Isn't it big over there? Over here?
It's big.
People out, fireworks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Fireworks?
Yeah, fireworks. And
Probably some raw fireworks, some real shit. Blow your fingers off.
Like bombs.
Hopefully. Pipe bomb?
What? I love it.
It froze. It froze. It's weird. I said she was the bum. Glad you're back, but I'm also glad you had a great trip.
Yeah.
Good
trip.
Did miss you.
Mm-hmm.
I missed this.
So we touched on last episode. We touched on some resolutions for the new year, some goals that we've like to hit by the end of the year. I did preface by saying it's just another day, but it's good to have goals. We'd love to hear some of your goals or resolutions and enlighten. Yes, please. Thank you.
Welcome.
New resolution?
New resolution, new goal. Once a week.
I did listen to the New Year's resolution podcast.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it. I liked your points, your goals, resolutions. So I came ready. Oh, as ready as I'll ever be.
Hmm.
So my first, I suppose, like big goal. You both touched on health.
We did something right.
I touched something else.
Oh,
Wow.
So
It's too early again.
I think this might be the year that I'm going to do a natural bodybuilding show.
Oh,
Let's go.
That's a goal.
Let's go. Let me be your man.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I'll get your name out there.
Okay. Just need a sponsor,
I'll get you a sponsor.
please.
PB&J.
I'll just be your anti-trainer and hype man.
Hype man. Hype man.
Yeah, walking in.
Oh, I like that. Okay. So bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding.
Natural bodybuilding. It's going to be a men's physique, so it's not going to be bodybuilding like the 200-pound monsters. I can't do that.
Ah, well, don't say.
Maybe down the line, 10 years time, 5 years time.
Yeah.
But for now, go into a men's physique. So
So,
that's a
what does that entail? Like men's physique?
So men's physique is more so torso.
Okay.
They have like kind of like board shorts.
Okay. Yeah.
But but it's more so. It's more toned,
Okay.
I suppose. I'll show you some pictures of it. The guys who are unnatural, it's ridiculous. You'd be like, how the hell do you get bigger?
Mm.
But then you get bigger in men's bodybuilding. It's stupid. But yeah, so
Okay.
men's physique, I think, will be a goal
Nice.
this year.
Do you have a set date?
Well, I'm gonna be gaining probably for a good 3 or 4 months. So it's probably going to be towards the end of the year, maybe the last quarter of the year.
Okay.
But I'll be speaking with my coach about that.
Manager too.
Manager, hype man. We all got to be in the same, you know.
Let's get ready.
You're gonna win, so I don't really.
Have you looked into
Actually.
any? Like, there's locals, or is it?
There are locals, but I think the ones around the time, they're probably going to be not like it's going to be on the West Coast. It'll be East Coast something, but it's probably going to be a little bit of a travel
Road trip.
Yeah,
Hype Man Drive.
I have no doubt that he'll get the physique to win. We just got to work on your sunlight game. Yeah, let's work on that. Yeah,
It's a fine line.
It is a
Yeah.
fine line.
Can't go blackface.
it's
We'll
all
never do it.
about the angles. You know, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Flanges.
I'm very proficient in sunlight.
So I need to take
Yeah.
I need to take some
I
of that
got you.
supplement.
I got you, fam.
I think that's a supplement I'm allowed in natural. My second goal or resolution or something I can work on is to be more encouraging, I think, to others. I'd like to, because I think we spoke about this a while back about approaching women, and you saying to a woman, giving her a compliment or something like that, and it's like, what's the worst that can happen, and how does that make them feel? It's gonna, I think, have a positive effect on the other person, whoever you're telling, more than a negative. They're just going to take it in and be like, oh, thank you, or something like that. So when I see something, either that someone's wearing some clothing I like, someone's doing a good job, either way, could be the gym or wherever they work or something like that, just be more encouraging and like approach people and tell them that, hey, you're doing good or something like that. Keep it going. You're like, I see some people in the gym who are almost like motivating, when people have a disability and they're in there, and people who have good 2 arms, 2 legs,
Yeah.
and they can't do anything.
Yeah.
But the person who's in a wheelchair, who's in there, I'm like, geez, that's the kind of motivation.
Listen, I remember, you probably remember this guy back in the day, the other gym we used to go to that now is part of the new gym that we go to.
I remember.
You know who I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
Every time I drive home, I see this dude. He's in a wheelchair ridden. He is, rolling himself to the gym on down to 92.
All the way.
Yeah, all the
With
way.
hills.
Yeah, yeah. And then he goes in the gym and he is kicking ass when he's in there. And I'm like, that's a memory that will always be in my head. Because dude just put in the work, like you said. I mean, dude is confined to a wheelchair, but is willing to put in the effort, not only to, push himself to the gym, but then put in as much effort or more at the gym. And he has to do it all the way back home again. Like, disrespect.
And that's the thing I think I see when people say, what motivates you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this man is determined.
Yeah.
He's not motivated. He's
Yeah.
determined. That's what takes him there.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference in some people
Yeah.
when they're low on motivation. where does your self-discipline and determination come in? I think that
But
separates some
Yeah.
people.
I think that encouraging people when they are going through some sort of change
Mhm.
in a positive way can probably enhance their experience. Like in a sense, it'll push them
Yeah.
to do more. So that's a good. I love that goal. I love that goal. So
I'm
much.
gonna be the cheerleader for you too.
Oh, yeah, John.
I know
It's talking to you.
I know your goals.
What goals? I
Mhm.
didn't set any.
Another one. I'm almost stealing this from John.
Still take it.
I think it is work on sleep. Turning the TV off like before midnight. I need to get to sleep by 11 or something like that. Give myself a good 7 or 8 hours because of the Fitbit thing,
Mhm.
and my sleep score is terrible. Every night it's like 4.5, 5.5 hours. The score out of 100 might be like 60. That's not good. So for my fitness goal, I need to recover better.
Mhm.
And recovery starts with sleep.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a thing, I'm going to be binging something, even on weekends as well. Just like I said, try and keep a consistent schedule so we're not awake at 3, 4 in the morning, losing a day, or feeling like crap the next day. So taking sleep, taking care of my sleep. That's another one.
I like that. I mean, that's granted. We all had shit going on, I guess, but like, there's one reason we're not taping this on Sunday. It's Sunday. I felt like absolute dog shit. Eric could attest. I didn't come out of my room for like 6 hours.
Mhm.
I literally slept for 6 hours.
He confined me to my room for 6 hours. There's no reason for me to be out if he's.
Oh,
No, just kidding. Love you, bro.
But yeah, I think at the end
Yeah.
of the day, besides whatever, if I had like a little bug, I think my body was telling me I just needed fucking sleep. Like, I woke up at like honestly 9 something. I was like, I feel like so tired. So I went back to sleep. And I think I woke up at around 10 or something, ran some water, like enough to where I felt kind of bad enough to where I ran water and soaked in the tub, drained the water, and then ran more water. So I don't know how long I was in there. It's just like my body was like, oh. And then I texted Aaron, he was out, grabbed me some orange juice. I already know when I crave orange juice, normally that means I got something going on, little vitamin C, D, whatever. He brought that back to me as well as some ACP.
Mm-hmm. Shout out apple cider vinegar.
Just
Your
shot
proponent of
that. It's torturously, but
effective.
very effective. I mean, it's a natural cause at this point.
need a
Went
safe
to
word?
bed at like noon.
Need a safe word?
Sexy. Oh. Went to bed at noon and literally woke up at like 5:45 in the afternoon. And when I woke up, I was like, wow, like, I have energy now. Still a little congested. Sunday night, we gained a little Sunday night, so I still went to bed a little later, but I was also not that tired because I slept all day. Woke up Monday morning kind of earlier than I normally do, and was like not tired at all, and everything was gone. No sinus, no body, nothing. I was like, if it was a bug, it was a bug, but I think I just needed to recover. Honestly, the 5 or 6 hours of sleep I average, God knows what it is, because I don't wear my watch to bed. I might need to just to see where I'm at, but I think it just catches up to you.
Yeah.
It catches up.
And sometimes you just need to listen to your body and be like, okay, I don't need to push through this. I need to just let it do what it do.
Yeah, I go through that phases. So I'm an early riser. Everyone probably knows, but that doesn't mean I go to sleep early. Like sometimes I'm up till 2, 2:30, 3. But my body will always wake me up by 7, right? For the most part. But then there are days, maybe once a month, where to some people this might still be early, but this is late. Like 9 o'clock, I'll wake up and I'm like, damn, I guess my body really needed it. And I got to listen to my body. I'm like, yo, I needed this extra 2 hours of sleep or hour and a half of sleep. So it's very important that I try and regulate that to where I don't have those patterns when I'm sleeping in till 9 and where I can go to sleep at a reasonable hour and wake up at 7. And I go through the roof and I don't have to, sleep in on Saturday, Sunday, or whatever day it might be till 9 because I hate sleeping in so much.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
yeah. I
It's
hate
just
feeling
so
like
much.
wasted time.
Yeah. You just have so much of your day. Even if you don't do anything, your day is so much longer that you feel more productive. That's how I look at it. So I can't sleep in. It's just hard.
Very
But that's a
true.
good one. Sleep.
A goal. We had a goal for the podcast. It kind of seemed like it was a thing. My goal this year for the podcast. I don't know how you two feel about it. Having more guests
Oh,
on the podcast.
I like that.
Because since we've started, I mean, we're
Y'all getting boring.
the best friends, but I've learned so much about each other. And these friends like Errol, who's been on
Shout out Transcendent Life.
Transcendent Life. Like, I've learned things about Errol. I've known Errol since I moved here, but just we don't have these kind of conversations like to a point. So there's friends of ours who maybe they can get in the hot seat and we
Yeah.
just talk about their life, what they like doing, what they the hobbies that maybe we don't know about. They don't just share it
Mhm.
willy nilly. Don't know about the background, all that kind of stuff. So I think it'd be nice to get to know our friends
I like
better
it. Yeah.
through a little bit of a deeper conversation.
I like that. Should we try and set like a specific target for like how many guests we want to try and get, or once a month one guest?
That's what I was thinking. Like
Every 4
once
episodes.
a month or once every 2, depending on people's
Schedule
schedules
and all that.
when we can do it. But it'd be nice, I think.
I like that. I like that goal. I guess every 3 to 4 episodes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Even if it's repeats as well. Just to keep it.
Because a lot of people, we do. It's a pretty long podcast, but a lot of people have a lot to say.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, like we did before one with Errol, and so like we could do 10 more with him.
oh my god.
Just on his Transcendent Life, not even him. Like,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we'll schedule one next couple weeks.
We all kind of had a financial
Mm-hmm.
kind of goal, and I like when John was talking about that big goal, setting that stupid amount. I want to be a millionaire by the end of the year, kind of thing. So I suppose long-term goal financially would be to pay my mortgage off by the time I'm 40. That's my big goal. Mortgages, they can last a friggin' lifetime. And the interest for a mortgage, no bueno. It's not fun seeing your principal and the interest and being like, oh,
I paid more towards my interest.
Exactly.
Living in the house 10 years and I'm still on interest.
Exactly. So that's my the big goal is I'd like to this year probably pay my mortgage down by like 20%.
Okay.
It's gonna be a struggle, but that's gonna be coupled with I want to invest more this year, not specifically in a certain stock, but I just want to, and probably through your help as well, your guidance.
Diversify a little bit more.
Yeah, because I have a few investments here and there, but it's like I have money sitting doing nothing, especially with inflation. It's just
That 0.0001%.
You
Yeah.
lost 8% of that money already.
Exactly. So I need to bring that back. But that's a financial goal, is just to invest more, diversify a little bit, maybe make a few decisions which are, a little bit rocky. Be like, oh, this could go good or this could go bad. But that'll be down the line of this year. I just want to kind of throw some things out there, see what sticks. But I don't want to. This is a year I don't want my money to do nothing. It doesn't need to deflate.
Mm-hmm.
You want your money to work for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then, last but not least, I need to trust my gut more this year. Trust my gut feeling. If I have a feeling about something, if I say I'm going to do something, like a plan, go through with it. In fantasy, if I think this player for some reason is going to do well, go with it. Don't second guess myself. If my gut tells me straight away, do this or don't do this, I'm going to want to go on that instinct
Yeah.
a bit more, and I want to try it this year and see how it goes. Because usually your gut is telling you something.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been a second guesser. Second guess myself. Should I? Shouldn't I? Well, if I told myself straight away I should do this, something good could come from it. So, I think trusting the gut this year.
Have you ever gone against your gut on something and it's bitten you? Like outside fantasy, not talking about the superficial stuff.
Yeah. Like going to events or something where I was like, this could be a bit, and then it turns out to be
It's a great
a
event.
bit.
That's actually dicey.
Something like that. But I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go and do it. Second guess myself, and then second guessing myself is like, oh, I really shouldn't have done it. But I kind of overrid my gut. But also at the same time, going to an event and being like, oh, this is gonna be, and then going and have a great time, meeting someone new, or just enjoying, when you thought, oh, it was gonna be bad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think the gut. Trust in the gut. Trust in the gut, John. Get a healthy gut microbiome. Trust it.
Probiotics.
Ooh. But yeah, they were my 6 points so far. Kind of piggybacking off what you guys have said last week. There's fitness, financial, I suppose like a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Going all in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's just another day, but unfortunately we look at numbers and time because that's how everything works. Just like the same in the gym. It's like you shouldn't look at the number, but it's a goal. Unfortunately,
milestones.
Yeah. So we use the numbers. It's not like we have to reach this by a certain point, but we have these 365 days, and we're going to try and hit these goals.
Yeah,
365 days.
And it's also like good to look back.
Mm-hmm.
Not to so much live in the past, but like look back on this is where I started on the first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Achievements and look at where you are now. Even if you don't think you're making such a big leap, you really are. If you really, look back at those achievements. So I think that's important. That's good. I like it. I like those 6. Bodybuilding.
I'm excited for you. Yeah, that's a very.
I think I can go ahead and relax on my health goal. Put all my energy towards yours.
Chill. No, we're all on this journey together.
Accountability.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. my encouragement.
Yeah.
Because I've not always been the best to just check in and stuff like that. I'm going to be constantly in the gym and on a diet this year, so I'm going to be constantly checking in.
I like it. I like that actually. Honestly, that motivates me. That gets me hyped up. Yeah.
And I know Aaron's goal of 152 pounds. We're going to make this 152 pounds look as big as possible.
Hey, let's go.
Shreds it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a quality 152 pounds.
Yep. Yeah, it's not just going to be what's on the scale. My physique. That's really what it is. It's not just the number on the scale. It really is not. But I'm just trying to high protein and caloric deficit here and there. Here and there.
Hey, to bounce off of your thing about accountability, checking in. This guy hitting the shit out of his protein goals lately.
Ooh, that's what I like to hear.
He is the program king, protein gram king. Program
There
king.
we go. I've been trying, man, the past 2 weeks. It hasn't been as hard as I thought. I will admit, this is the most protein I've ever really consistently eaten. And I am getting full, like, by 3 o'clock. By 3 o'clock, I'm at 120 grams. And I'm like, I don't know how I can do another meal after this, but I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You
get used to it, trust me.
Yeah.
You do get used to it, especially when you're using it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely want to use it, like you said. Definitely need to.
And then, big boy.
You've been killing it too.
This week's rough.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to mentally block out this week from burying myself.
Fair.
You didn't have a number goal. You just want that mirror goal. You want to feel.
Yeah. I want that clothing goal. That I actually like the way I feel.
225 by end of the year, though.
225
Yeah.
245 start summer.
Yep.
Okay.
So a milestone, because I mean, the reality is, if I get on the scale right now, let's say I'm 265. Even if I said the thing about, if I get on the scale and I still look 265, but I look different. But let's be honest. Like, if I get working out and changing diet, there's no way I'm going to be 265 or higher. I will be less.
Yeah.
But it's put on a shirt and not do the.
I do that now, man. Sure.
It clings to me too much, dude. It's like, I don't know. So, yeah. Along with mental health, but I think everybody struggles. So,
yeah.
No different.
It's a game.
It is.
Hey, now I'm going to start not encouraging. I'm going to leave that to you because that's a really good one. But, like, reaching out and making sure that you're on the track that you want to be for your other goals, not only your health goals. I know we didn't really touch too much on, like, self-care goals. We did one each, right? But I'm still going to reach out and be like, yo, how are your other goals? Why not? It's important. I think it's important having accountability, especially with people you trust. Yeah, that's important.
It means more.
Yes, yeah. I legitimately care. So
a compliment from a stranger, like especially, like, let's be honest, like if a girl complimented you, especially a single guy, you're like, oh my goodness, it's really good. But then it subsides.
Yeah.
But if your friend, best friend, or family member you're super close to, and they compliment you, okay, so I'm actually doing something right. Like, in a weird way, it's easy for a friend to be nice, even though they're just being nice. But you can kind of, I don't know if it's a sense inside of us, but you can tend to tell when they're actually being genuine.
Yeah.
They're not just blowing smoke up your ass. Whereas a stranger, let's be honest, just like, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Blowing smoke up your ass, right? So, good shit. I'm going to blow into the mic one more time before this is fucking over. What am I, episode 29, and I've never talked to the mic before, huh?
Episode 2.9.
Good stuff.
I love it. Anything else we want to cover before we move on to another topic that I had in mind?
I think it's all you.
Yeah, I think we're fresh out. That's the goals.
Yeah.
Resolutions, whatever you want to call them.
Rooney's resolutions.
Rooney's
Double R.
Rooney's res.
Rooney's res. Did I put a date on my 152? I think I did February
Yeah, I think you said the end of February.
19 or February 25th?
28th.
28th.
Yeah.
28th.
29th?
That's 8
Year
weeks.
this year?
No, I don't know.
No, next year's a leap year.
Next year.
That's one of the lyrics I like a lot from this one artist. He says the only day I don't put any work is the 30th of February.
Ooh.
Dang.
Say no days off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Dang.
the old question. How many months have 28 days in them?
All of them, baby.
That's right.
That's Jamie, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like that.
You got something in mind?
Yeah, something small, something quick to touch on.
Let's touch on things quick.
Yeah. That's the only way I know how to do it.
Live reaction. Even on John's face.
So, as two former high school and I guess like some sort of not professional, but like what's the other word for athlete? Amateur athlete. Both are. How do you see the games you guys play? Like, because you see the game slow when you're playing it, right?
Mhm.
Now, when you take a shot or when you miss a block and you miss a shot, do you feel bad for it? And if you do, how do you talk yourself out of like that self-deprecating mindset?
You know the first John or
Like, do you actually see the game slow when you're playing?
Yeah, mine might not be. It's not as significant because it happens more often. Like taking a shot might be seldom, so it might be a more impact. But like, man, I'll be honest. I was just your run of the mill lineman in high school. By no means was I like super good or anything. So like, I missed blocks all the time. It's not like I was this super grade A lineman by any means. But even in that, in the split second when a play happens, and I might need to cut this guy off, and I just can't get to him. I think I never really like, damn, I missed my block. Unless it was like a pass play, right? And I turn around, the quarterback just gets annihilated.
Yeah.
Watch out! Then you feel bad. If somebody else got hurt or something. What the fuck is going on? Heads up! But if it's just like a normal play, I mean, I don't think twice, right?
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, I don't remember a single block that I missed. I mean, I played 3.5 years, wasn't hurt, whatever. God knows how many plays. 50 a game. I don't know. I've probably ran 1,000 plays.
Yeah.
I don't miss.
Yeah.
The only thing that is when I actually fucked up. That's the one memory I have, and I've only got a penalty one time. I was the center, and it's almost impossible for this to happen, but I did it. I got a false start.
Everyone just said it.
There was no play. The coach literally said, "I write, check with me on 2." That means quarterback comes out. Oh, on 2. He backs up, looks at the coach. Coach probably calls the timeout, or we take a delay and punt. My dumbass hiked the ball and put it back on the ground. And we just froze. And then like the refs were like, "What the fuck?" And then I like give the ref the ball. He's like, "It was a live ball. Technically, y'all could have ran a play." I'm the idiot. We didn't have a play. So I still remember that, but I don't remember a missed block, man. That shit happens all the time. But as far as the mindset to get over that, because I would say third, no, there's a 4th and short. We're trying to get them offside. So now we just backed up. We have to punt. So it was detrimental in the game. But I think the way to get out of it is, man, I probably ran 30 more plays after that. Like if you stump yourself on that, then I feel like you're sealing on every play going forward just for down. It's like you're going to overthink. You're going to answer your question about it slowing down. Yes, it slows down. Now, I would love to see the eyes of like a Kane or LeBron James,
Yeah.
because that must be mind-boggling. But when you're playing a position and you're decent at it, it does slow down. Like even as a lineman, which is weird. There's so much chaos going on. It's still like slow motion. Like you're like, okay, I got to pick this guy up. If I don't get him, I get it at the linebacker coming across. It's like it's so weird. But
would you say that's more so you understanding the game or having confidence in your ability to do what you do on how the game slows down for you?
Understanding the game as well as my confidence in my play knowledge.
Okay.
I knew every play from back and front and every position of the line. Like I was the guy who had to tell dumbass guards what to do. Not dumbass. Shout out to Jake. Don't listen to this, but like I would get to the line and be like, all right, call the color, call the block. Hey, this is what you do because you're going to ask me in 2 seconds anyway. But it's just, it comes down to like the intelligence and the maturity of like, this is my job. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. That ceiling you said.
Yeah, you stump yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, for your instance, in basketball, like, if you have the mindset like, man, I'm going to take good shots today, so I might take like 6 threes. If you, let's say you airball in that first one, what are you thinking about on the next shot? Oh, I don't want to airball. What do? You fucking hit it off the backboard.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't want to fucking do that. What do you do? Oh, airball. It's like, dude, forget that first one even happening. Just fucking go with it.
That's a great. That's really good advice, guys. Whoever's listening to this, like John's just bars right there.
Like the joke with Trae Young, right?
Yeah.
Like, my love for Trae Young, or lack thereof. But at the end of the day, dude's a professional athlete who goes out and gets shit done. I would clown him. Now I'm trying to do better at this. Why am I clowning a professional athlete? Like, he's so successful compared to me. But dude's going to take 30 field goals and hit 12. Oh, yeah, it's terrible. You think he thought about that last shot?
Nah.
The 29th, the 28th?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck no. If you believe in yourself and believe in your knowledge, I think that's force. You just got to click it and move on.
Damn.
Memory like a goldfish.
I like that.
Memory like a goldfish.
3-second rule.
Runes. What we got? Because have you ever had games where you were just off?
100%.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I can remember those games, or I can remember mistakes from those games. But I never let those mistakes, say if it happened in the first half. My worst one was I missed an open goal. I was literally like on the goal line. I could not replicate this again, I don't think. I was on the goal line, it came to me. Just had to like tap it in. I could have dicked it in. I could have just like
blown it in.
Blown it in. I went to kick it. Somehow it went up over the crossbar and I missed. And I just kind of stood there for a minute and I was like, how did that just happen? Like physics, it doesn't make sense how that just happened. I don't know if I could try to do that. I'd be skilled if I could miss from the goal line. I was literally standing in the goal. And I didn't want the ball for like 5 or 10 minutes. I was just kind of like, I stepped back and I was a decent player, so the plays kind of went through me because I was a center mid, attacking mid. So I was a playmaker, but I was almost like anytime I got the ball for those next 5 or 10 minutes, I'd instantly like pass it to someone, play it back. And then one of my mates who's older than me, good player, he was like, he noticed it and he was like, "The fuck are you doing? So, go run. Go, you know what you can do. Just go and run with it." And I was like, "Yeah, but I missed that open goal. That's embarrassing. That is probably one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened on a field." But it's the encouragement from my teammates who were like, it's whatever. It's a chance missed. Okay, don't miss the next one. So like the second half, I come out still with that in the back of my mind, but I went off, scored a hat trick that second half.
Shit.
But it was that probably if I didn't get that encouragement from the teammate, I would have been like negative, playing it back, looking for the easy out or something like that. But it's like it's just one chance missed. Just like you know, if you miss a block, it's like, well, don't miss the next one. There's going to be another opportunity. When I was playing in goal, when I was young, but I like came out for a cross. I went to catch it, easiest catch should have been in the world. I had butterfingers that day. Dropped the ball. It hit hit the ground. Somehow, like hit the ground perfect angle, and it bounced up and went into my own goal. And I was another one of those like that probably couldn't happen again.
9
in
times out of 10,
tries.
yeah, you're saving it.
Yeah. So, but that can like if you let that simmer, that's going to take your game. Well, you might as well sub yourself out.
Mhm.
It's the next opportunity you get, make it count, or at least do something positive with it. So that's happened to me a few times. It definitely sticks in my mind. But then the positive things that you do, like the screamers I've scored, I get more joy of thinking about those. And the negative things are going to be there, but it's like you're not going to learn if you don't push through those. Use that as a little bit of fire. Like, next time, more focused. You're going to miss a 3-point shot, but you're not going to make it if you don't take it. So,
Damn.
Bars.
But it's like just like an open goal or something. What are you not going to take that shot?
Yeah.
If you miss, okay, but you're going to take that shot. I'm sorry, you are. But 99 out of 100 times you're gonna score it. But you got to be confident in yourself. And I think you see it with professional athletes. Marcus Rashford, 6, 12, 18 months ago, was a shadow of himself. Now this season he's breaking records, within his team. But it's like it's the mindset. He's getting encouragement from the coach, the team's playing well. But him and himself, you can just see he's a different player, a different person. And I think you see that with a lot of professional athletes. They kind of come into their shell and they're scared to, throw, take a shot, just take a opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to pass instead of shoot, or a quarterback. He's going to throw instead of like run. But if you got tackled that last one, he's going to go, I don't want to get tackled again. No, you've got a free lane, go and take it. You're fine. But it can definitely weigh you down, but you've got to have that, I think, self-determination to be like, the only way you get through it is to push through it and take another shot.
Have the confidence to
Have the confidence.
in what you can do with the ability.
If you have the ability,
Yeah.
you can hit it.
Yeah.
You can block a man. I know I can score a 30-yard screamer.
Yeah.
But try it again. Take it. And if you make a mistake, it's like, well, try and learn from that. But just take the next opportunity.
I like that. I like that a lot. Some good bars in there too. Now, the reason I asked this question is because I had a basketball game today, and in my own mind, I thought I played terribly. I went 0 for 7 on threes. It's been a while since I missed 7 in a row. The fact that I got 7 shots on the team is impressive, but they were all good looks. All good looks, like in the sense of someone drove down the middle, people, clogged the lane, dished it out. I'm wide open, And I tell you, like probably like 6 times out of 10, I would make that shot open. But I missed all 7. Now the game went into overtime. We lost by 1. I was like, damn, if I just hit 1, we probably could have won. Now, I took a lot. I felt like I blamed myself for the loss. But then one of my buddies, shout out Chris, he's like, no, dude, like you have a great shot. Like those were great shot selections. I wasn't just tossing them up.
Yeah.
Like, I get the ball and I'm shooting. No, I'm wide open. And they just didn't fall. They weren't falling for me. But like after the game, I was beating myself up a little bit because I'm like, dang, man, 0-7. I couldn't tell you the last time I was 0-7. 0-3, sure, 0-4, but like 0-7, I really honestly could not tell you.
But you're gonna have a redemption game when you're gonna hit like 5 or 5.
Yeah,
Law of averages, that happens. I've had those games where I'm like, you just miss sitters, and then the next game you score 4 or 5, and it's like,
how
why?
did I even miss those?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And then take the positive out of it is you said it was impressive for you to get 7 shots on that team.
Yeah.
Your positioning was good.
Yep. There was
So you got to take that next time you
true,
play them or
actually,
something.
that's a good point.
Next time you play and be like, okay, I remember where they were defensively weak, or and the next time you play them, you're not going to miss 7 threes. Yeah. You're not.
There's no way.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So you just got to take that positive. You can take positives from defeat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way you're going to get better. I think.
Right.
I think Zlatan, he talks about it all the time. He's like, "How are you going to learn if you don't lose?" You're never going to be a perfect player. There's never going to be a perfect season or anything like that. So you just got to learn through your mistakes.
I like that. That's a good point that you brought up, the position, being in the right position, right? Positioning myself to get those 7 shots.
It's not like I know you don't just stand still away from the ball. You're going to move yourself into a position to take a good opening.
1,000%. I'll always run.
That's huge in any sport. Your positioning. So
that's a good win. Yeah, it just makes me want to go out there and play basketball again. Like tomorrow. Like tomorrow.
Well, that's good because it's going to encourage you.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, that's in the past.
Yeah. Like, see, and I feel like for me, because you both played, some sort of like competitive league in an organized sport, other than wrestling, which is very much so a individual sport. I never really had that organized sport in my childhood. So going into it as an adult with none of the experience as a kid, I can tell you, I've told John this before, I've probably told you, I play completely different when I'm playing a pickup game, when I play a organized.
Oh yeah.
Like my pickup game, I am the number 1 or number 2 scorer, without a doubt. Always, like always, whether it be a layup or a 3-point shot. When it comes to an organized game, I ain't even a thought in my head. I'm not a thought. Like I'm like my first shot. I was open, but it was it was a rush shot. It was extremely rushed. Like I got it. As soon as I let it go, my form was all whack. I shot from my chest. Like I might as well have taken the ball and just turned around and thrown it backwards. Like it was so forced. Like I panicked in the moment, and I'm trying to figure out a way to compartmentalize the game to where it, like I mentioned earlier, where it slows down for me. Because I know I can shoot the fudging ball, except when I get it, I think I put a lot of pressure on myself because I have teammates now, and I'm I feel like I'm being pressured by them to make the shot. That makes sense.
Mhm.
And I'm really trying to. I told Chris today, I was like, "Yo, it's my last game. I'm done. Like, I'm done playing with y'all for now. Like, I want to work on having the game slow down for me, but I don't know how to work on that. I really don't, because this is my third season, and it's gotten better, but it's not gotten better as quickly as I would like it to. You know what I mean?
Do you have team practices or anything like that?
No, see that we have a really dysfunctional team. Like, we don't talk at timeouts. We don't have practices.
Mhm.
We just go out there and play.
I know from experienced teammates playing on different teams.
Yeah.
The chemistry you have with certain teammates and stuff like that helps.
I
They give you confidence.
They
could
do.
not agree more.
Even though you're playing pickup with consistent people that you're playing over against.
Yeah.
They are in fact
Mhm.
your teammates.
Yeah.
You're actually thinking about this complete opposite. Your pickup is your organized team. Your organized team is your pickup.
Oh,
Think about it. You're playing with people you play maybe once a week.
yeah.
Sometimes y'all are off. So
Yeah.
maybe once every 2 weeks. That's your pickup. You're actually playing in an organized league. You just don't realize it.
Oh my God, that's a great
You're playing
point.
with the same people every week in the pickup league.
Yeah.
It's maybe different combination,
Yeah.
but at some point you
I
play
play
with
with-
every single person.
Without
That's your organized league. That's your pickup. I think I mentioned to you in your last season, it's like go and watch a few of your games. It's like you can just see there's no chemistry because there's no time.
Mhm.
There's no time in it.
Mhm.
And it's super hard to do that, especially in organized leagues, because I mean what Rooney said, like your teammate that you click arrow.
Oh my
When
God,
you and Arrow play, your confidence through the roof.
it's through the
It's
roof.
crazy what a teammate you have confidence in, what their confidence does to your confidence is
Yeah.
through the roof. And I mean, I don't know. The last time you watched one of his games, probably been a while. It's been a while for me. It's like if you just go and watch, it's like man, there's not enough glue.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no.
There's enough glue.
They're playing for themselves kind of thing.
Mhm.
I mean, that very first game in the whole league when we all went live, like that one guy stuck it like a sore thumb. And I was like, well, that guy is still living in high school and
Mhm.
doesn't really care about anything else, which is I find that's my sticky issue. The pickup leagues like that. It's like, yeah, guys, at the end of the day, it's the pickup league. You're not going to play G League.
Yeah.
Some people like it's life or death. I get the competitive out of it. But if you get it so competitive to where there's no fun, you're gonna like, why am I playing this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating me. Why am I playing?
Like I did. This is messed up, but like because this is a paid league. But I did contemplate going to today's game because I was also invited to go play pickup, and I'd rather play pickup with those people because not only does like you mentioned, now that I realize this, I'm more comfortable playing with them, but I'm also like more confident, and it's sort of like an ego boost. Like when I go play, I'm like, I do get the ball a lot.
You can rely on those people more
Yeah,
than your own.
More confident, more comfortable, and fun.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like I'm one of the first few picks. If we did captains, we'd be one of the first. I'm like that. It's so crazy. And to your point, when I played with Errol specifically, dude looks for me like no other player I've ever played with in my life. Like because he attracts so much attention, he looks.
Well, when you have a teammate like that, you know each other's
Mm,
weaknesses,
yeah,
but you know each other's strengths.
yeah,
And when you're playing with someone who doesn't really care about it, they're just going to chuck you the ball anytime. Like, if that was a player who knew you, they would know that's not a position for you or something. That's
yeah.
not the right pass. But they're just nonchalantly just pass it here, pass it there. They're not thinking. And I played with people like that, and it's like that's a dumb pass or that's a dumb decision. Like but they don't take time to like mesh with you with your style or something like that. So when you do find someone like you play with Chris,
Yeah.
surely you and Chris know each other's play a little bit better than most of those players. But it's like with the Errol, because I've seen that before. I've played in that and played against it. It's just like instant click. It's like you've been playing with each other for so long. It's like when I had a centre midfield partnership, you knew each other's moves, and it's like if you push forward or if you go into the position, you know where the other player's going to be. You know where to look for them. You know what kind of run they're going to be making. So you already know. That's what slows the game down. Is when you already know where if you're covered or that man's going to be there. You can outlet or you can come back and recycle, something like that. That's when the game slows down, is when you have confidence and know what your teammates are doing. Because it can be chaos. I played on new teams and it's like, where are you going? Like, I need you here. This is my normal, teammate. He'd be right here and we could get out of this situation. But sometimes they leave you alone. And it's like, that's not smart. And they're usually thinking selfishly into, I'm getting in a position where I can score.
Yeah.
Instead of, I'm getting in a position where I could make the play better. Recycle, just like I think in most sports, you've got triangles.
Yeah.
You got little triangles and boxes and stuff like that. But sometimes when you play with certain players and they just run forward, it's like, oh, you can't do anything with that.
You can't. Yeah.
You've got to be smart to get around defenses and stuff like that. Or when you're playing defense, people can be so lazy.
Oh my god.
I'm frustrated.
Oh
So
gosh.
I think it's the confidence you have in your teammates is what slows the game down for you.
Yeah. That's so true. I never saw it that way, that pickup games are my league games and vice versa. I mean, it's now I see it. I totally see it. Yeah. And me and Chris don't gel as well as we should for how long we've been playing. Only because I realize I don't think he has confidence in my shot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we're both pretty ball dominant in the sense that I'm a shooter and Chris is also a shooter.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different. That's a good point. These are great shifts I can have in my mindset. Great tips to shift it. I appreciate it.
Twist it and reverse it.
Ooh.
Listen, confidence, baby. Come on.
Yeah, that's honestly, bro.
You in basketball, me in life.
I like it.
You. It's probably the same way in soccer, but like, I could say that like collectively, like I have one game that I remember that I just like dominated. I felt like I had the best I've ever played on both sides of the line, offense and defense. One of many, one good game out of many that not so well. But it was to the point where I felt like the game slowed down so much for me that I can even tell pressure of people. Like linemen, it's a little different. It's all about leverage and pressure. I can even like getting down into the stance, see where their pressure was. So I already knew where they were going before they were going. Like I'm sure soccer's the same way. You can see at what pointers are weight on their back foot or the right foot. You're like, oh, okay, it's my teammate. Okay, pressure's on the front foot. Okay, he's going. So you send him. This is kind of probably the same way.
Yeah.
There's this one game, particularly on defense, because defense gets all the glory. Offensive linemen, no glory whatsoever. Unsung heroes. We win games, no acknowledgement. But defensive linemen, like if you're Donald, right? TJ Watt. If you're on the line, you get all the glory. And dude, when the game slows down, like there was this one game, granted, this kid was a kid. Like I was probably a junior at this point. This guy had to be a freshman, sophomore. So I outpowered him. I outpowered a lot of people. No, I didn't. That's one regret. I didn't realize how much I outpowered people. But like on defense, I would get down in my stance and I'm looking up at him and doing like this. And like his stance, you can't see my feet. But like as a lineman stance, right? You want to be kind of on the balls of your feet. That way you can fire out and drive. You don't want to be flat-footed. Well, this guy was a guard, so a lot of times he had to pull. And I would just watch. Every time he pulled, he was kind of flat-footed. He wasn't putting his weight forward because he had to step back and go. And so, dude, every play, they would hike the ball, and when he would turn, I would just blow him up. I wouldn't get the tackle. I only got like 3 tackles that game. But I would like shove him and like disrupt the play. And after the game, I was like, hell yeah, this is awesome. Didn't do it again, probably the whole season. The game slowed down that much. I noticed that a little. But it's me disrupting that low one linebacker comes in, makes that. Like, just confidence in your teammates mirrors the confidence they give back to you. Even if it's like, not a yawn. Even if it's not forced or on purpose, just natural.
Yeah. I like that one.
I like it. Those are great answers, y'all.
I don't do this often. Blow my own trumpet once. This is a game as well that sticks in my mind. I've scored some outrageous goals. Like I've scored from halfway line. I've scored free kicks, which is stupid, overhead kicks. But I mean, those are fun to think about. But when your overall game is amazing, I had this one game where we were playing in like a league, but it was good competition, and it was the new owner of this like compound or something. It was his league, and one of our friends, he plays professionally in Europe, or played, and our manager was like, hey, is it okay, he's back in the States for a little while, is it okay if our friend who plays professionally comes and just kicks around? It's a normal league game, so it's like frowned upon, but it's always fun to see great players. And this guy, he'd only just taken over the compound, so he was, it's fine. He was an English guy. He's got his son actually now who plays for him. I kicked around with him when he was young, really nice guy. But he was like, he came out to watch this one game. So he knew that there was a professional player coming over to play, and he was he made the new owner made friends with our manager and stuff. And after the game, the new owner, he's like, that professional guy's pretty good. And he's like, oh yeah, what did you like about it and stuff like that? He pointed out to me. He thought I was the professional guy. Oh shit! He didn't know who he was. He'd never seen our team before. But after the game, our coach, mine, rest in peace, such a nice guy, but he came up to me. He was like, I thought you were the pro. He's like, you did something right. Yeah, and that, because the guy who was pro, known still to this day, he was probably one of the best players I've ever played with. To know how good he is, but then someone from outside watching who also, I think he was semi-pro, this other guy who owns the compound, so he knows what he's talking about. Yeah. And to point me out over Mikey, like, geez, that kind of
awesome. I got goosebumps.
Yeah. And then after that, he gave me some opportunities which I didn't take, but to know that, I stuck out against an actual professional player. Like, oh, that's the confidence.
That's
after you hear something like that,
the biggest form of validation.
After I heard that, I was like, okay, actually pretty decent then.
Yeah.
There's a stigma to the whole confidence, cocky, conceited confidence thing, right? Like,
Mhm.
there's a stigma that if you're confident, you're arrogant, or if you're confident that it's frowned upon that you acknowledge that about yourself. And I feel like that's more just like self being, what's the word? Like, I feel like that's just the people who are bashing you. That's their own self confidence issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, there shouldn't be a stigma to, like, feeling like, man, I hit, that was an amazing workout. I did a great workout.
Yeah.
And like, if someone asks, and you tell them, but then they're like, "Oh, okay, that guy's fucking arrogant." I'm like, calm down. Like, what? There shouldn't be anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Now, I do think there's a line. Like, okay, listen, guy, we've heard it 7 times. You played against Adrian Peterson in high school. We did it. Great line.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's also a thing like, there's a stigma about it. And like,
Own your shit.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, if you're good, fuck it, you're good. Like, I'm all for it.
Dude, that's why I'm like, I get so down on myself when I, don't shoot well. I know I'm not one of the best shooters of all time. I don't get this twisted. I'm probably not even the best shooter on my rec basketball team, but I know I can shoot the fuck out of the ball, right? Like, I know it. The day after I popped my back and got that herniated disc, I freaking went 4 for 4 on threes. Literally the next morning, like I know I have the shot. Like I know every basketball game we go to play, I damn near set the high score. I do. It's just like being able to realize that I have that confidence in the moments I don't succeed is important. Yeah, and I'm trying to figure that out.
And finding your confidence floor.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yes.
you're putting yourself in a hole when you have a bad game.
Yeah.
Rather
Oh,
than
yeah.
like, man, just let it hit the floor and bounce.
Yeah.
Don't let it go
Yeah.
through the floor. Kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, check that shit off.
Yeah.
I will offer advice in this league because of what even me and Rudy both said. They both have seen on the team. Like, maybe take a season off from that league.
Yeah.
Like, get your mind blank. Like,
Yeah.
telling me like, look, I'll be back next season, but let me just like it out and just play more pickup. Something that builds your confidence rather than something that just frustrates you.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I've read it. I mean, we live together, so when you come home, some days you're like, yeah, man, we did, like, it was a great game or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, there are still good points.
Yeah, of course.
So maybe you do want to stay in the league because of that. But I feel like it's also like a scale. Like, if it's causing you more misery than it is pleasure,
Yeah.
why torture yourself?
Yeah, that's a
Why
good
torture
point.
yourself?
I actually might take this spring whatever season's coming up off and just go play pickup and
That's another day of pickup that you enjoy.
yeah, I love playing pickup. So fun. So fun. Well, that's a good topic. Yeah. Great answers. Anything else? What else we got? Real quick. So we're going what, an hour and 25. Maybe another 10 minutes. Yeah. Or end it here. I'm good with that too.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. An hour and a half. Let's do it.
As we're doing this as a live as well, if you want to go through any of these, we had a couple of questions here. I don't know if everyone's still with us, but because we have been doing our fantasy football lives on Tuesdays, and in the normal, or a few of the routine guys have come through and asked some questions. I don't know if you want to deal with those right now. I see your boy Z.
My favorite, Z Money. Not just a fantasy question, in general of NFL. Cowboys by 50. We're sending the GOAT home. It's going to be a tough game. I mean, the Cowboys have as many playoff wins since I was born as I do. So we'll see, Z Money. Okay? We'll see. That's all I've got to say about that.
Shots of him 5.
Just fucking with you. I think the Bucks Cowboys is going to be one of the best wildcard matchups because it literally can go either way. The
Yeah.
Cowboys should win by 40, no joke. But
But-
Tom Brady.
But the Bucks did beat the Cowboys by like 30 in the first game of the season, something like that. So I'm picking my Tom Brady Buccaneers to
Never
win
picking
that game.
against Tom Brady,
Tampa Bay.
especially against Dallas in the playoffs. Was
And
it Dion coming back?
I'd like to shout out our boy Nick.
Nick, what's up, man?
He was. I like this. This is that part of that motivation, determination kind of thing. He said I was going to skip the gym today, but I saw a clip of old ass Arnold still working out. When you see how getting protein,
chicken rice.
when you see, someone who encourages you or motivates you, it's like that really makes you. For me, a few years ago, it was watching C.T. Fletcher.
Mm.
You will, because I said you will. You are going to, because I said you're going to. That motivation. I can't sit my ass down on the couch and stay still after listening to someone like C.T. Fletcher. I command you. You will. I own you. He's not saying that he owns you. You own you. You command you. So it's like I'm not going to command myself to sit down and watch a Netflix show. I'm going to command myself to go and do something good for me. So yeah, that little self-determination.
Yeah, we all have, especially anybody in the fitness, whether it's as little as me right now to as high as like you and Aaron, like we all have that itch, like that one person that like scratches that itch that you have, and it could each be different. Like we each like what we like. Now, I feel like the fitness industry in general probably gets the most, probably the most haters.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely most haters by a lot of people who look probably honestly worse than me, but are hating on people. Like, come on, what are we doing? Keyboard warriors, like, what are we doing? But yeah, there's always a few different people. Like right now, I'd say right now, in the last 8 months, I like Bradley Borton not only from the physical aspect. I think he's a cool dude. So like, he's funny, he's humorous.
He's got a good mindset.
Great mindset. There's another lesser known guy I follow on YouTube on Instagram. I forget his name. I'd plug him, but I really don't remember his name. But he's a pretty average guy that kind of like changed his life around. Was kind of like super like not. He wasn't super. Let me say that he wasn't obese by any means, but he had like a ton of just body fat. It didn't work out. A ton of body fat. Kind of got. His progress was like 2 years, so I don't think by any means, and he's never come out and said steroids. Who cares if he does? But just seeing his body change to now he does some powerlifting meets. I was like, wow, that's really fucking impressive. To go from a body of like probably an average, slightly above average, to like, wow, like not only does he look really good, he's strong as fuck. Like, god dang, pretty impressive. So I think we all have we all might have somebody to look at, but I don't think there's wrong. I don't think like, oh, you like that guy. Well, that's wrong. He does this. It's like, no, he connects with you.
Yeah.
Like, there's hate for no reason. So
yeah, it's like, I mean, not everybody. C.T. Fletcher is not everybody's cup of tea. It's quite abrasive.
Yeah.
He's out there, but it's like, just like you said, it kind of like scratched my itch. And it's like going at it like that. It's like, yeah, what am I doing? Go and do it. Command yourself. You own you. So you can go and do it if you're determined.
old Arnold.
Old Arnold.
Yeah.
He was just so nonchalant, just
Arguably started the whole arguably
100%.
Probably, yeah.
100%. That was for a long time the American dream, I think. Move over from Europe to California. Make it as a movie star, make it as some kind of star.
I don't
and
know.
become a governor.
The governor.
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 Look at the chopper with the governor.
Put the cookie down now.
Has a beautiful dog.
And he's still just like Nick said, his old ass is still working out. I listened to him on, I think it was Logan Paul's podcast, and Logan asked him, "Why do you still work out?" Arnold's like, "Something, whatever, doesn't have to," but he's like, every day you wake up, you eat breakfast, shower, brush your teeth. Workout is just part of his day. It's not like he's doing it to compete anymore. It's just part of his day, and that's his routine from when he was probably 18.
Mhm.
So he's done it every day. So that's why he does it. So I think that's the power of a routine. Consistently do something.
You'll see results.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Benefits. So, anything else over there, John?
I don't think Freddie is here anymore. What are we talking about? And lastly, Francisco. Niners by 20. They go into the bowl. Hey, Niners looking good. 10-game win streak.
See it. All right. Well, fun. Glad to be back. All three of us. We'll probably same thing next week. Probably a Wednesday upload going forward. And check us out on Instagram. We're going to be posting more. Check out YouTube Shorts. We're going to be posting more on there this year. Short shorts. A lot of fun stuff coming your way. Check out the new setup on our YouTube.
PB&J YouTube. PB&J_podcast on the Instagram. Entering Spotify for the everything's.
Yeah.
We're going to be putting up a new playlist now that the World Cup's over.
That was a fire playlist.
That one.
Yeah, I love that one.
Great tournament that was. But yeah, I will come up with a spring kind of like
Spring mix.
Spring mix, flowers bloom. So
The bodies need to come out.
Bodies need to come out. We need to wake up again. There's a winter slumber.
Yeah.
It's hibernation.
Let's go.
So I'll be putting something out soon. I'll be in the link tree as well, along with all our other platforms.
As long as you put "What is love" on them.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
And living on a prayer. Yeah. I'll say that. You have for there already. All right. That wraps up episode 29.
29 in the books.
Y'all have a great rest of the week. And we will see you on the next one.
Take care.
Goodbye, YouTube. Only get my voice. You get to listen to it. Because I need my voice to sing with me. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye.
Get